The topic is blood, its importance in crime detection. Body fluids include blood, semen, saliva, urine, sweat, nasal secretion, tears, human milk, etc. The most important item of the body fluids are blood and semen from the personal identity point of view. Blood is one of the most important and most frequently encountered evidence in criminal investigation. Every criminal activity involving physical violence like murders, assaults, rape, etc. involves blood. So moving on to the next slide, blood, its physical properties. So what is blood? Blood is a fluid consisting of cellular components and plasma which circulates under the pressure through arterial and venous systems of the body. Or another definition of it is liquid that circulates in the arteries and veins of humans and other vertebrate animals carrying oxygen to and carbon dioxide from the tissues of the body. As you can see in the next slide, there are four main components of the blood as seen in the picture. So the plasma, it is a colorless liquid component in which the cells are suspended. The next one is RBCs, also called as red blood cells, in which hemoglobin is the protein inside the cell to carry the oxygen all the parts of the body and to bring carbon dioxide to the lungs. The WBC, it's also called as white blood cells, the cells of immune system, protecting the body against both infectious diseases and the foreign invaders. The last one is platelets, which prevent bleeding. They are the small tiny fraction of the blood volume. So when we talk about DNA, we collect blood for the purpose of test, but the RBCs are not used. So why don't human red blood cells have nuclei? So mammalian erythrocytes are unique among the vertebrates as they are non-nucleated cells in their mature form. These cells have nuclei only in their early phases but exclude them during the development as they mature in order to provide more space for hemoglobin. The color of the blood is imparted by the presence of oxygenated hemoglobin present in the red cells, which normally comprises approximate 40 to 48% of the blood. Arterial blood is bright red due to its high levels of oxyhemoglobin, which is less in the venous system due to the tissue distribution of oxygen and return of carbon dioxide to the lungs. When the blood is exposed to the external environment, it is subjected to various forces and will behave in a predictable manner based on the laws of biology, physics, and mathematics. When the circulatory system is disturbed by trauma or disease, blood shed occurs internally or externally or both. So the observation of degree of clotting and the extent of drying of blood at the scene of crime may help to estimate the time since the bloodshed occurred. As the topic said, the role and the importance of blood in the crime scene, it has a medical legal importance. In one, distributed paternity. When a child is born under lawful marriage, but the husband denies that he is not the father of the child. So this is such one case. The child born of lawful marriage and the mother accuses certain man as a father, but the man denies the accusation. The woman adopts the child claiming it as her own in order to obtain a share in the husband's property. So this is also one of the cases for disputed paternity. The same goes for disputed maternity. Same child claimed by two women, exchanged babies in maternity homes, hospitals. Different blood groups are used. There is a limitations for disputed paternity and maternity. That is, they may exclude a person as a possible father, mother, but they cannot definitely establish paternity and maternity. Because it's very important that DNA fingerprinting, which is the most positive to fix the paternity and maternity issues. The next one is identity. So in unidentified bodies, the blood grouping and DNA analysis are helpful. The next is crimes. The proper study of the evidence which helps the investigation of number of different types of offences against the person in the following ways. 1. It establishes the occurrence of crime. 2. It is possible to guess the approximate time when the crime was committed from the study of the ages of stain or from the blood spatters. 3. The blood stain on the weapon will connect to the crime, accused and the victim. 4. Blood stain on the vehicles will connect the person, vehicle with the crime and also to the crime scene. 5. The blood stain will indicate the direction and the distance of movement of the criminal victim at the crime scene. It permits even the reconstruction of the occurrence of the crime and the distribution of it from the blood. 4. It helps in the investigation of poaching and maiming. 6. It establishes an interlink between the criminal, crime, the victim and the scene. Finally, the role of blood in the investigation is causes of death. In that, mismatched blood transfusion and even poisons can be detected in blood. Thank you for watching the presentation.